Hey manifestors, hey manifestors, hey manifestors. What y'all been doing? I know it's been a minute. I don't even know the last date that I was on here, but Spirit said it's time to get back to business. You know what I'm saying, y'all? I apologize for being gone for a while. I had family with surgeries. I had reunions with a group I used to sing with back in Augusta. I was back and forth to Augusta a few times. Had a few two family members that had like some major surgeries. Um, and so we're still in constant prayer for them. Then just a whole lot of other things that your girl is working towards. Just a lot going on, and then in the meantime, trying to find some time to still root on them Georgia Bulldogs. They almost gave me a heart attack yesterday, but it is what it is, y'all. So I'm back, and just excited, and I'm hoping that during the time that I've been gone, that you have not been seeing me, that you have been working on yourself, that you've used a great deal of the tools and things that I left for you guys in these videos to help you through your journey. I hope that you've been meditating, manifesting, praying, seeing things come into fruition, learning how to manage your stress, learning how to use your coping skills, all those good things. But today, guys, I'm getting ready to dive into what Spirit gave me during my meditation for you guys. But without further ado, oh yes, with further ado, you can book a session with me. You can also go online and find my products online. I sell things like incense, sage. I sell t-shirts with affirmations on them, and all of that good stuff. Yes, yes, yes. And yeah, all that good stuff. And if you do nothing else, you can always donate to this channel. All of that information is in the description box, because it does take money to market yourself and get yourself out here. From time to time, you got to do that to gain some new attention and new followers. Yes, indeed. But if you resonate with my energy, I ask that you would hit that like button, that share button, and you know what? Hit that follow button so you can get all of this healing energy. But God, without further ado, I thank you for each and every person that you have here today with me. I ask that you would cover them all, God, with your divine white light. I ask that you would pour out blessings that they don't have room enough to receive. I ask that you give them a spirit of praying for others and doing for others, and not always looking just with their hands out, God. I ask that whatever need they stand in need of, though, that you meet that need, God. And then also, God, for anyone that is sending any negativity, any hexes, any curses, any spells, doing any rituals, any foolishness towards me or anybody else, God, I ask that you will go ahead and send that right on back to their ass 100,000-fold, because they ain't gonna learn till they get a dose of their own medicine, God. And while you're doing that, I ask that you would heal them and send them back to your divine white light, away from that dark foolishness, never ever to return again. And last but not least, God, I yield myself to you in entirety, and I ask, God, that you just take control and you speak through me with power, authority, and clarity. Speak in such a way that you give us guidance, solutions, answers and direction, God, so that we'll know which way to go. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen, amen, amen. I share. Yes, you guys. Yeah, I'm full of silliness, y'all. I done had my time to rest and rejuvenate. My family, they're doing so much better, when you can hear them and they sound weak, and then when you can talk to them and now they sounding like themselves and their energy level is back up, that is a blessing. That's why I say pray for other people. Your blessings come from sometimes putting yourself to the side to pray for somebody else, to make somebody else a priority, because you don't know the day nor the hour that you might be on your hospital bed. You know what I'm saying? Pray for somebody else sometimes, y'all. I'm telling you. So I'm just thankful to see the transition from the surgeries up until now. That they still have some ways to go, but we are thankful. And those of you who know the true words of prayer, I ask that you would just send divine white light to my family who are going through those things. And if you're going through it, I pray that God will heal you and restore you in ways that are in a manner that is higher than what you were before your illness. You know what I'm saying? Yes, don't just restore. You know what I'm saying? I want you to restore you higher than you were before. All right, y'all, it's been a minute, so I don't know how long this thing gonna go. Hey, it is what it is. But one of the first things I heard during my meditation was Spirit was saying, lay aside every weight, every burden, every doubt, every fear, any foolishness that so easily besets you and gets you off track. I think that is, let me see. I screenshotted it while I was doing my meditation. So let me see. It's in Hebrews 12:1. It's basically saying, lay aside every weight that does so easily beset you and run with patience the race that is set before you. You know what I'm saying? And when it says run with patience, that means not anxiety, not worry, not doubt, not fear. Lay aside those things that are burdening you, that are worrying you, that are stressing you. You know what I'm saying? And trust that God has, your race is already planned out. And you're gonna win in the end, honey. So just remain calm, breathe in, breathe out. You know what I'm saying? You got this. You got this, boo. You know what I'm saying? Bring out that ATL, Jojo. You got this, boo. Yes, but please, that is what Spirit is saying. Lay aside every weight, anything that is deterring you right now. You know what it is. Take a few minutes. What is it that got me to a place at this very moment that's got me distracted from what God says that I am and what God says that I can have? Okay, what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What is it right now that's in your mind, that's in your thoughts, that you're doing to yourself or allowing others to do to you that is not going to help you get to that ultimate goal? What is it? What is it? Is that self-doubt? Is it that fear, that low confidence? Is it your lack of willingness to step outside of the box and maybe reach out for some help? I am so excited, y'all, about the men, and I'm talking about men of colors that I have been encountering that are really on their spiritual journey. I'm talking about enlightening me. You see what I'm saying? I am so overwhelmed with joy when I see it because, see, I'm usually primarily women, but when I'm seeing the men, okay, and they are so invested in their spiritual journey. So everything you see on Instagram and everything that they glorify with all this other foolishness and backbiting and torn families and people that's just unhealed, there are some men and women that are actually out here focused on doing the work for themselves. And I'm telling you, it 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 warms my heart because they've learned. You know what I'm saying? I got to put aside every weight. You know what I'm saying? I had one guy that told me, you know what? I had to stop. I had to just stop dating. I just had to stop, out here just giving myself and to people that didn't deserve me. Now, when you hear a man say that, okay, he said, let me pull back because I came from a lot of trauma myself and I saw where I was going it was leading me on a path of destruction. And I had to pull myself back and say, you know what? I'm a part of the problem here. Let me work on me. And that young man said, I decided to work on me. And you know what? I haven't had any serious dating or whatever over the last year or so. But you know what? I've been happy. Because now I ain't worried about people, doing this and that to them and me doing stuff to them or whatever, and us being in toxic cycles. You see what I'm saying? And he said, I'm happy. And now, because I've been doing this work, now I know what I want. And I'm not going to allow just anybody to take part of me. Now, let me tell you something. When you hear men say that, that is just, I'm like, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. That man gonna run up on the right one and they gonna be queen and king together. You heard? They gonna be a powerful duo for this planet. Okay? Yes, indeed. But yes, and then I also have had interactions with other people and you know what I'm saying? And they're talking about just being on that merry-go-round with just, one of them, I was like, I see you as a little girl, and it's like you're on a merry-go-round and you just like going in circles and circles. You know what I'm saying? And you, like I tell people all the time, you're not going to make it to that next level until you complete this cycle. You're gonna repeat this cycle over and over. You ain't tired of getting going round and round on this merry-go-round. I think Keith Sweat song it, Mary go round and round. It ain't just Mary, it's John, it's Tisha, it's Tisha, it's Tanja, it's Nadia, it's Crystal, it's whoever, you know what I'm saying? It's all us if we don't make the conscious decision to stop. Okay? The power is in our hands. When do I make the change and say today is the last day that I continue in this cycle? All right. Spirit talking. Now, y'all might not hear, but spirit talking, okay? You know what I'm saying? I ain't touch no cards. This is just from my meditation, okay? Lay aside everything that is burdening you, that has got you distracted, got you worried, got you in your feelings. You know what I'm saying? I remember there was a meme that said, get out your feelings and get in your bag. Okay, look, whatever. And whatever you need to do, get out your feelings. Okay. Stop worrying about what they doing, what he or she doing, blah, blah, blah. You know what? Get out your feelings and get in your bag. And your bag is all about you. It's all about your growth. Yeah, it's about your money bag. And if it's your money bag, get to your money. Do you know what I'm saying? Okay, so you gonna help me get some money? You gonna help me get to these goals? If not, my bag is full of success. My bag is full of accomplished goals. My bag is full of that getting to that money. So if you ain't helping me get to the things I got over here in this bag of goals, then hey, I ain't got time to deal with you. I ain't getting my feelings about no foolishness. No. I'm laying aside every weight. Okay. But yes, and then I also saw a boat. It wasn't a boat. It was a ship. It was this big gray ship in the middle of the ocean, and it was like a storm was coming. I mean, it was dark all around, okay? And so some of you may actually be in a place where you feel like, hey, I'm just stuck here in this dark situation. And every time I turn around, there's something else, there's something else, there's something else, there's something else. It's just a dark cloud over me and my ship. But you know what I saw though? That even though it was stormy waters, I saw like three mini ship come, and they reached out, and it was almost like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know that what was that Montgomery battle when that boy jumped in that water? You know what I'm talking about? It's just like these people ran out and they jumped in the water, and they latched onto that boat, but it was more of a spiritual latching, and like not just like with him, it was a spiritual thing that they latched onto that boat, three different little small boats, and they pulled that big gray boat that's dark gray boat that's in the middle of the storm. They pulled it out to safety. Okay, so listen, trust God, talk to God, pray to God. I'm talking about lean and depend on God. I'm talking about if you feel like you need to get on your knees and cry out, whatever you need to do to get this dark cloud out from over you. But do know the help is on the way. I'm talking about three little ships. So that could have been, Archangel Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel. I don't know, but they came to pull you out. So God has not forgotten about you in your dark times, or those times where it seemed like there's just nothing but clouds, nothing but rain, nothing but thunder, nothing but lightning, nothing but that boat being tossed and driven. You know what I'm saying? And see, now I'm even hearing spirit say, you know what? Look, you can think you as big as you want to think you are, but look who had to come and save you. It was three little bitty boats. See, sometimes we can get to a place in our mind that we think we're so big that we got it all by ourselves. But see, God has to let us know sometimes, hey, you done got the big head. You think because you're huge, and you think because you've accomplished this, or because you've caused drama in somebody else's life, and you've caused other people to fall with your hexes, your curses, and spells. You might have thought you got a little too big, you know what I'm saying, along the way, that you felt like, hey, I accomplished all these things, so I am the ish. But spirit had to let you get out there. Some of y'all, now it's multiple stories here, and this is what spirit is downloading to me now. Some of you had to get out there and that take your ship out there in the middle of the water, your life out there in the middle of that tumultuous water, in those dark clouds and under that heavy, unpredictable storm that could have tossed and driven your ass. You know what I'm saying? But spirit said, you know what? You needed that. You needed that, because that's when your humility came back in. Your humility came back in when you got out there and you realized that your strength on your own. I don't care how big you built your boat. I don't care how big you built your business. I don't care how many millions and billions you got. You still need me. You know what I'm saying? Because when you out here in your big ship, in your big house, you know what I'm saying, with all your money sitting out here helpless, you have no choice but to call on me. Okay? So some of us, we done got the big heads, and that's why you have to go through those types of dark situations for you to be humbled. You know what I'm saying? And see, and when God sees you humble or sees you learn a lesson, then he'll send in the angels to help you, to guide you back to safety. But with a new mindset and a new attitude. Okay? So I hope y'all getting this. I hope y'all getting this. Yes, yes, yes. I also had this dream, you guys. So this is a way, but Spirit brought it back to me as I was meditating. He wanted me to share this with you guys. I had this dream maybe 2 nights ago, and Spirit wanted me to, he brought it back to my remembrance to share it with you today. Okay. So some of you, you may have had someone that's just, in your life or whatever that, you know, is about to go to prison. Okay. I'm just going to put it like that. Spirit, I'm seeing in that dream where there was someone, they were sentenced to 6 to 9 years in prison, 6 to 9 years in prison for something they did 6 to 9 years ago. Y'all, I got to pause. So I'm sorry, you guys. I got to pick up where I left off. But basically, what I saw is that someone is about to do some prison time. And it's going to be for something that they did 6 to 9 years ago. So let me correct it. It was something they did 6 to 9 years ago. So not 6 to 9 years in prison, but something they did 6 to 9 years ago is coming back to haunt them in their, dead in their ass. Just put it that way. It's coming back. So, people, and it's someone that has been doing, causing you a lot of trouble, a lot of issues or whatever. You know what I'm saying? See, that's why Spirit always says, touch not my anointed and do my prophets no harm. You know what I'm saying? Because, he been sitting back allowing you to get away with some foolishness you did 6 to 9 years ago. Now, exactly what that person did, I don't have all of the answers on that at all. But I did see clear as day that someone was getting what pretty much it's almost like what they deserve, because whatever they did, they had hid it under the rug. You know what I'm saying? And it obviously somebody was still digging around for this evidence, and they found it. So, someone who probably should have been chilling, but now they constantly messing with people and doing things against them, and now here it is, stuff from your past done been dug up, and you about to be locked up somewhere. So that, I don't know who that's for. I don't know who that's for. I don't know who that is for. But one thing for sure, God never speaks to me about things, and you know what I'm saying, for nothing. There's always a reason. But for sure, somebody did something 6 to 9 years ago, thought they had gotten away with it, but it's coming back to bite them in the ass. And the crazy thing is that this particular person has been doing all kind of foolishness since then. You would think that, all the stuff that they had done in the past, that's done, they've been hiding on the road, that if anything, they needed to be making sure that their life was in order. But no, it's not in order. You still doing foolishness. And that's a very likely reason why, it's coming back. Because when you know how we'd say, God, if you just get me out of this time, I'll never drink and drive again. Lord, if you just get me out of this, you know what I'm saying? I'll leave this crack alone. Lord, if you just get me out of this, you know what I'm saying? I'll never hit another woman. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You know how we be praying those prayers when we are in desperation? Well, you know what I'm saying? Somebody prayed that prayer, but they didn't change their life. Okay? So here you go. It reminds me of the song that the group that I used to sing with, his own out of Augusta, Georgia. He will repay. Okay. He will repay. He sees all. There's nothing that we do. There's never a time. I don't care if it's our high times, our low times, our petty times, our times of doing criminal activity, our times of doing petty, hexes, curses, whatever we do, God sees it all. There's never a time that he's not aware. There's never a time he's not aware. He has heard every time you said, well, Lord, if you get me out of this. Okay. Yes, yes, yes. Like I said, and that leads to the next thing, because Spirit says there is nowhere you go where he isn't. There's no deep situation. I don't care. This is on the lighter side of things. Whatever you're going through right now, God is right there with you. You're never far. He's never far, and you're never far from him. You may think that in your mind. You may think that, because that's, you feel like your situation is so dire and it's so, unusual. It's not coming to man what you're going through. It's not coming to woman what you're going through. But yes, it's coming. People have been through worse and they made it through. So he's never too far. You just gotta call on him and tap in. All right. And let me see what else did I see. Oh, and I saw someone getting wedding. The word is wedding. See someone getting married. And it looks like they were also on a ship. So I don't know if somebody's planning a wedding on a like a Carnival cruise ship, or doing some private thing on a yacht, or whatever. But hey, and what I did see though, in that particular wedding, like, there may actually be a storm that brews during that. But I saw this giant uh spirit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's the way it stepped down the stairs. It was like a huge spirit, but it was there for protection. You know what I'm saying? It was there for protection. So if you are planning a wedding, or if you're going to be married on a yacht or a ship or something like that, and there's a little turbulence in the waves, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying turbulence like we in the plane. But anyway, if there's a little turbulence on that ship, know that everything is going to be all right. God has his big angels, I'm talking about giant angels, on that ship to protect you and your guests. Okay. And see, what else did I have? Now I can't read, so I'll say, let's see, some, I don't know what that is, what I wrote right there. Performance, some, with the flame. Okay, what is that, Lord? Performance, some, y'all forgive me, I don't understand my own handwriting. Some, uh, oh, there we go. Thank you, kind spirit, y'all. Okay, I saw, like, I don't know, someone may be going to some concerts or something or whatever, and I know some of y'all like to be in the front, right there in the front. But I did see, like, so, what is it? You know how they have the different sets and the flames and stuff are coming up. I don't know, it's almost like you got the fireworks and stuff on the stage. You know what I'm saying? I saw like something going awry. It won't be too crazy, but it'll be crazy enough to cause people to kind of run and run some technical difficulties during this stage performance, while people have all these extra flashy things. Like I saw something going awry, just like a little flames or something or whatever, gonna be off a little bit, but it's going to be resolved. But then too, I'm kind of seeing some people like right there at that front. You know what I'm saying? So be careful. Like I said, I know we always want to be at the front when we at the concerts, like you're standing like right there in front of the stage. I would say be careful about that, because when people start seeing these flames go up, everybody gonna start running and people could get trampled up on. So be careful, be careful, be careful with that. But y'all, that is basically what Spirit shared with me in my meditation. So just to kind of wrap this up real quickly, Spirit, what is it that, what, I'm gonna start with, because we haven't done this in a while. Spirit, what do these people that are watching here, these beautiful souls that you have here, your people, my family, what is it that you want them to know this week? And I see this one here just kind of sticking out, so it is my mind. Okay, I now go beyond other people's fears and limitations. Okay, it is my mind that creates my experiences. I am unlimited in my own ability to create the good in my life. It is my mind that creates my experiences. I am unlimited in my own ability to create the good in my life, which goes back to earlier. Yes, lay aside every weight, okay, that is distracting you. Don't let nobody else's thoughts, nobody else's situations, nobody else's energy, nothing set you off track. You know what I'm saying? If it's beset it, put it to the side because it is your mind. You get to make the decision on what I'm going to allow in and what I'm not going to allow in. So be very careful and selective about what you are allowing to distract you, okay? If it's not getting you to your highest goals or to your higher self, to your goals, to your healing, to the things that's in your bag. You know what I said, get out your feelings and in your bag. Okay, so yes, get in your bag. What's in your mind? What is it that you're really trying to achieve? Okay, you can do that. I now go beyond other people's fears and limitations. I'm not gonna let girl, why you doing that? I wouldn't do that if I was you. Well, if that's what your heart say, do. If that's what your mind say, do. Stop listening to what other people say. Lay aside that weight. That's a weight right there. That's a distraction. That's heavy burden. Let that heavy burden go. You know what I'm saying? I come back to you after I manifest my stuff. You know what I'm saying? Or I'll talk to you once I manifest the things I need to manifest because, honey, you or honey or sir, whatever, you ain't doing nothing because of me. Um, some unnecessary worry, stress, and strife. Okay, I feel at home in my body, and I don't know if I can show that on here, but I feel at home in my body. So I'm telling you, you should feel at home in your body. You should not be sitting here concerned about, that's where you should feel the safest within your own body, in your own environment. And like I said, listen, y'all. Even me, I fluctuate all the time, but I tell you what, I've been in the gym. Y'all ain't seen me, but I've been in the gym, cuz. I've been drinking my water, cuz. You know what I'm saying? I've been drinking my smoothies, cuz. Here, listen, okay? And if I don't feel at home in my body, then that means I need to start making some changes. I need to start eating better. Listen, it's November. It's time for Thanksgiving and Christmas and a whole bunch of Christmas parties and get-togethers and all of that, okay? You want to be at home in your body. It's okay to eat and all of that, but if you're not feeling at home in your body, listen, I love good food, but everything is going to be in moderation. Or after we get a certain age, once you over them 30s, honey, that 35, whatever, and up, that metabolism is not the same if you're not in that gym regularly, okay? If you're not eating right regularly. All it takes is Thanksgiving and Christmas to add you another 10 pounds, okay? So be careful and be mindful while we're out here eating and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And, I know it look good because I'm telling you, I be looking at these recipes on Instagram and I'm like, oh, I need to try that. But then I'm like, what my goal is, you know what I'm saying? I can't do it because I done did enough. Hey, I done did enough. It's time hey, I ain't trying to buy a whole new wardrobe. I still got stuff I like in my closet. I want to be able to fit it. You know what I'm saying? Father God, in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, we're gonna wrap this up here real quick with whatever message you give us from these goddesses. Goddesses, what is it that you want to add to this today? What is it that you want to add? Anything else you want to add? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anything else? You know what? Because of time, I'm gonna go ahead on and end with these two. I said card number 44. Somebody may be 44, or maybe you need to Google the meaning of number 44. You know what I'm saying? We got four corners of the earth: north, south, east, and west. You know what I'm saying? Four is that number of stability. You know what I'm saying? The spirit is telling us to surrender. Okay, so whatever it is that you're fighting against, some of us, that's probably why he's telling us to lay aside every weight, because we're carrying so much, on our shoulders. Hold on just a second. I got to pause once again. But yes, surrender. Go ahead and surrender. And like I was saying, lay aside every weight. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we sitting here, we're trying to fight against this, trying to fight against that, trying to, make other people see what we see, trying to do this and whatever. But Spirit says surrender. Surrender to your calling. Surrender. You know what I'm saying? Give up the fight. You're fighting against yourself most of the time. Because oftentimes we know within ourselves that we just need to just give up the white flag and just stop fighting. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna just read a little bit of this from the book, just to add some, add to this. It says, let it all go. Say aloud now, I surrender. These words, it's just like casting, that positive energy all over yourself. Breathe that in. I I surrender. Okay? Release control. You know how we like to be in control of everything? I want to know A through Z. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't even we still on A and we're trying to figure out Z. Let's get B. Can we get to B first? Okay? Stop trying to be in control. Stop bonding around struggle. Okay? Spirit says stop bonding with struggle. We oftentimes we don't recognize that we are just these attachments in our life. If we've been down that road before and it's just a cycle, then Spirit is saying stop bonding with struggle. Like I said in the beginning, it's up to us. Just like being on that merry-go-round, come off the goddamn merry-go-round and surrender to, hey God, I'm gonna let you guide me. These are the goals that I have. Let me get there because you know what? I just keep going in this circle. Okay. Hand the keys to the divine. All right. Hand the keys to the divine. Spirit family, lead me and guide me. Take me away from this situation. All I'm doing is going in circles. I'm going in circles. Yes, it might be a challenge for me. It might hurt sometimes to break this mold because I've been doing this for so long, but I got to surrender to my higher calling. I got to surrender to my higher calling. And this merry-go-round right here, ride, is just keeping me in a circle. I'm telling y'all, Spirit is speaking. Allow Spirit to carry you and fill in the gaps. Stop trying to figure it all out. Let him fill in the gaps along the way. You don't have to figure it all out, okay? Goddess or God has your back. Have faith in where you are at this moment. And this moment should be a place of surrender. Spirit says surrender control. Lay aside every weight that's distracting you. Let it go. And I know it's hard to let it go because you've been holding on to it so long. You're so used to, being in that cycle of, okay, today is Sunday. Well, today at 1 o'clock is Sunday. Today at 4 o'clock it's raining. That's kind of like some of us in our relationship. We in relationships, we're okay at 10 a.m. and then by 12 p.m. we're arguing and fighting. By 5 o'clock, we ain't speaking to each other. And then by midnight, we're trying to make up again or we're going to bed angry. That cycle. People need to work on themselves. We got to work on ourselves, okay? Surrender to whatever. Surrender. So whether that's your loving relationship, whether it's your job or just your toxicity within yourself, let it go. Let Spirit do the work. Let him fill in the gaps. You can't figure it out. Just surrender. He gonna fill in the gaps. Okay? Then Atete, worthiness. Because Spirit saying you are worthy of the best version of yourself. You are worthy of the blessings that are just like right there. They're just like right there. But you gotta surrender. You gotta accept that I am worthy and I am deserving of the best. I don't have to deal with this half-ass foolishness. I don't have to deal with this 1/3%. I deserve 100. If I'm gonna bring 100, I need 100. And if you want 100, you got to bring 100. I'm talking about in anything. I'm talking about relationships. I'm talking about in your career goals and your business goals and your fitness goals and your spiritual goals. You can't grow spiritually if you ain't willing to put in 100%. When you get in your meditation time, you got to do everything you can to get focused. When you're in your prayer time, you got to do everything to get focused. When you're in your studying time, you got to do everything to get focused. When you're in your career building time, don't come up here bringing 0.5%, 25%. Bring your A game every day. Bring your A game every day. Am I coming out here to think I'm finna grow something, whether it's my relationship, my business, whatever, and all I'm bringing is 25%? I ain't even working on me, but I want somebody to give me 100%, but I ain't doing no work on me, and I'm bringing 25% every day in this relationship. I'm bringing 25%, but I'm expecting him or her to bring 100. Ain't nothing about you changed over the last 20 years. So if ain't nothing changed with you in this relationship over the last 20 years, last 8 years, last 10 years, how you think your relationship gonna change? You ain't did no work. How you think your business gonna grow when you ain't doing nothing? Okay? You ain't doing nothing. How is it gonna grow? Okay? You got to get out here and do the work. Okay? You want that degree? You want that doctorate? You want that PhD? You want that bachelor's degree? You want that associate's degree? but you don't study, you don't pick up your books. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna get that degree if you ain't putting in your work, you ain't putting in your time, you ain't putting in the effort? Okay, you got to give God something to work with. All right. So, but you got to surrender. You got to further you surrender, lay aside every weight, and if that's laziness, procrastination, lack of accountability, lack mindset, I don't know. Surrender to the divine, because you know what? These mindsets and things, I got to lay those weights aside, because it's not gonna help me get to where I'm trying to go. And I have to know that I'm worthy. I don't care if my mama didn't do it, my daddy didn't do it, my grandmama, great grandmama. I don't care what they didn't do. It's now my turn. It's my turn at life, and I can't live based on what they've done and what they've said to me. I got to know that I'm worthy. I got to tell myself this every single day. Spirit is telling you, you are worthy. You are worthy of what it is that you want out of life. You're worthy of it. You are worthy of it. Stop and tell yourself, I am worthy of my biggest and wildest dreams. I am worthy of my biggest and wildest dreams. I am worthy of my biggest and wildest dreams. And so what I'm going to do is surrender everything that's negative or people. I'm going to lay it aside. And I'm going to let God fill in the gaps along the way, because I don't know every single thing. I don't know everything, but I know who does. All right. So y'all, it's been a pleasure meeting back up with you guys. I hope that this has been enlightening. It's been enlightening. I missed y'all so much. I love y'all. If you need me, manifestationgoddessllc.com. If you want to donate, everything is in the description box below. You know what I'm saying? Help this channel grow by sharing and caring. Sharing and caring. And you show your care by hitting that like button. All right. I love y'all. Y'all have a great day.